Hey all, Feanor here again, and this time I'm going to be showing you the value of doing writs daily. I'm going to be doing them on 9 characters, so you're going to see how much money I make in a day going through all of my writs on 9 characters. You have to keep in mind that the value that you get out of the rewards is attributed to how much your character knows. Their trait research, how many patterns they know, recipes, skill points into the professions. All of these things have some kind of impact, and Zos does not really put out that information willingly. It's something that has been carefully picked apart and deciphered from the players based on loot results. You can especially notice this if you have a master crafter that has tons of things learned, and then you have a still max level character with some points in and stuff that has almost nothing learned, no motifs or anything like that, and no research done. The rewards are gonna suck. You can do a month versus a month, and that's how you really start to notice. When you do those long spans of time, and you're like, oh, this isn't just random chance. This character is getting garbage, and this other one is getting legendary materials on the regular. So always try to keep your alts learning something. Some kind of trait research, and teaching them the cheaper patterns. I'm not saying to send them like ordinator motifs or anything like that. I'm not saying drop millions on your alts just to have them get better rewards, because you want the returns to come back pretty easy. But just keep feeding them little niblets of things, okay? So enough rambling, let's get to the juicy part of the video. I'm going to pick these up, but before I forget, and I need to remember this on each character, I need to do FP reset, which is my farming party add-on. I will be making an add-on video too. I have had that request a couple times. I have quite a few that I am extremely fond of. So we're doing clothing here. And this is Lazy Writ Crafter. I assume you guys know of it if you're here on this video, but maybe you don't, so now you do. Lazy Writ Crafter is the thing that is automating my writs right now, and it is a lifesaver. I know a few people out there choose not to do it out of whatever decisions, like if it's morals or they think it's going to be difficult or whatever it is. But I would really advise using it just for the time saved. You know, this isn't hard work. If it were cheating, something that took skill or whatever, then I would be extremely against it, and I'd wonder why it's not banned. But the fact that it is just automating an extremely tedious, time-intensive task, I don't feel so bad, you know? Especially since everyone's been doing it for an extremely long time, many years. It's just part of the game at this point. They should just implement it, let's be real. So there's all the loot from the writs, and then I am going to pick up my mail just from my daily logins. Ooh, hopefully, oh shoot, my mail is full. I'm going to have to take some items here. This should not impact the farming party results. It does not count these. I just need some spaces so it'll start populating my daily logins. Or did I already? Maybe I already grabbed those. It might be my daily login rewards might be shot because I accidentally opened my mailbox and it auto-looted them. We'll just skip that on just Feanor, okay? But the rest will be solid. So let's say FPC, which is the command to make it pop up. So that is, it's registering at around 28,529 gold just for doing my daily writs. So that is the value of the stuff I got, including the gold and everything included, okay? We're gonna log out, go over to another character now. All right, we're on the second character, picking up the quests. Clothing station. Not gonna bother checking my traits, and if I have anything to learn, I can do that on my own time. This is for you guys today. So we will plow through these as fast as possible. Right. And before I turn them in, I definitely need to remember to do the command again. Reset. Okay. Tracking data is reset for this character too. So we don't botch the entire test. Already have the food on me. Alright. Loot these up. And I'm curious, it's been a long time since I tested the mail recording on Farming Party, so as soon as this gets done, I'll actually do the log here first. FPC. So this one was 15,795. Okay. Let's track that down on my calculator here. Okay. Now, I'm going to pick up my daily login stuff. Not terrible, but not the best. And I'm going to check FPC again. It did not calculate it. So I'm going to watch this back and then give you a breakdown with all of that included as well, okay? So I will have that in the total. Whatever I say in the video will be a little bit bigger. And I'll signify that in text, just so it's easier for myself to edit, okay? So, alright, heading to the next character. Alright, we're on character number 3 now. Let's pick these bad boys up. Clothing station. Trying to think if there's something else I should add in here. I could do it in between instead of making this video extremely long. Something I'm trying to get better at. Better at not doing, I should say. But I think this is pretty self-explanatory. I just want you guys to know how much money you can be getting from doing this. And then you can make your decision on whether you want to or not. One of the nice things about daily writs is even if you're somebody who doesn't use the marketplace, if you aren't selling stuff on the trade post, you're still getting around 5,000 gold from the turn-ins. Like right there, it says 5,700 or sorry, 5,075. So you're generating actual gold. There's a big difference between item value, which is what most of my content will surround, because obviously that's going to be where the big money is. But there's something to be said about real gold generation. You don't have to do anything about it. You just get it straight up. I just realized I messed that up. I botched it. See, trying to talk about stuff. My FPC is going to be very skewed. Okay, so I haven't reset my FPC in a while. This is showing 24 million. Dang it. Let me take a break real quick, and I'm going to do the math myself. Okay, all right. I suffered the consequences. I added up. It's another kind of small one, to be honest. We're a little over 9,000 in item value. And then I'm going to pick up my daily loot here out of the mail. Put my chat back down. Okay, and then I'll be adding that to the pile. Next character. Okay, we're here on the next character, and guess what I'm doing immediately? FP reset. Okay, we're not doing that again. I'm trying to save myself time, and here I go making myself add up a bunch of tiny materials. Okay. So, get through the cloth here, go over to the jewelry crafter. I want to take this time to say, like, I appreciate every single person that is watching, and I'm hoping that some of my content is helping you out, or at least it's enjoyable in some way, but I really, really want to emphasize, like, I have some comments of people making suggestions, some critiques, and I really appreciate it. and I will act on most of it. If it's silly or I don't quite agree with it, I might let you know in a respectful way. I might even tell you like I'm not going to do that, or I'll try to work it in a certain way. But I am extremely open, and there's probably a good chance that I will just acquiesce to whatever it is that you need. So don't hold back. Don't feel shy. I am looking to help people out, and it'll make me extremely happy if I'm able to do that better with your assistance. Ah, here. Sorry. I didn't realize it skipped one item because I filled up before. Thought I got them all. All right. Pick these up. All right. Let's see what farming party calculates for this one. So we already got a tempering there, which is good. It's going to bump us up a little bit. It's really nice when sometimes you get multiple drow wax. That's always the one that bumps it up a lot. Or some of the master writs. Okay, FPC. Okay, 12,400. Again, these are not too crazy. This might seem like good gold, and it is. But honestly, it gets so much better on certain days. It's hit around. Someone pointed out that I am Spider-Man. Sorry. All right. So let me pick up my mail here. All my other characters are my own creations. I did see someone be Spider-Man once, so I had to make my own variation. I am pretty proud of it. It is fun. I usually like to play my own characters, but this one couldn't be passed up. All right, I picked up my mail. On to the next character. All right, we are here on the next character. I already have writs picked up, so I'll only be doing one. I guess I can mention that. So let's say you have no time, but you don't want to miss your daily writs for the day. You got something to rush to, or you really got to get to bed, and you just can't spend that extra bit of time actually getting them done. You can turn off all your add-ons for quicker load times. Log into every one of your characters next to the writ boards. Pick up every single writ, log off, and then the next day, after the reset happens, you can come in and finish them all. And when you finish them, the writ board will actually reset with the next day's writs, because it counts the fact that you picked them up the day before. It's extremely cool. So if you're ever put in that pickle, which I am sometimes, that is the workaround for it. You can do 2 sets of writs on the same day as long as you got on to at least pick them up. Saves my bacon a lot. It is then annoying, creating a problem for future Feanor, but it has to happen sometimes. Sometimes it's just because I didn't plan my time correctly, but others, I'm just extremely busy. I'm at like crunch time at work right now with budgets and whatnot, so, you know, it makes things difficult. I have to prioritize real life, unfortunately. But there we go. So we got another unknown writ there. Bumps it up a bit. A tempering alloy. This is not a horrible one. Another yep. Wow. Yeah. This will be a half decent one. Still nowhere near the best. No way did I. No way. Shoot! Oh man, I cannot talk without doing this to myself. Alright, give me a moment. I'm going to do math again. That I definitely did not just get 12 million. Shoot. Alright, I'll be back. Okay. That one was 31,743. Man, I hopefully have learned my lesson. Time will tell. So... let's see, let's pick up my daily materials for this one. Again, not getting the most lucky on the drops today. Still good, but not showboating for this video, that's for sure. I did not do multiple days and pick this. This is just the day that I chose to film it on. Alright, on to the next character. Alright, I'm here on the next character. Maybe I'll just shoot for 50-50, you know? I'll just remember to reset my farming party every other character. Okay, there we go. And yeah, I am not doing myself favors here right now on my time crunch. Looks like also my bags are in disarray right now. Okay, I'm low on platinum. Let's do minimum. Just pop some in there. That is not tabulated. I will show you that. Yep. We're running at 0 still. So you can refine. There's a lot of things that aren't tabulated, luckily. It's loot based specifically. The unfortunate thing that it does exclude certain loot things like out of your mailbox, but you know, it's probably better that way, because if it didn't, it would skew more things in the other direction and not help. Alright, am I gonna make it? Yeah, I think I just need 2 more slots from food. I'll have enough to pick up the crates and have them open themselves. Alright, count it up, game. See what we got here. Some basic materials, nothing amazing so far. Rosin, that's the worst one. Zircon plating, this is going to be a tiny one. Alright, that is everything open. FPC. 10,400. Still not horrible. It actually is still higher than one of the other ones, so not the worst. Let's pick up the mail. Got nothing huge. Okay, I'm gonna head over to the other one now. Next character. Alright, here we are on this character now. As I do this, FP reset. Almost got myself there. This is you guys learning something, but then also learning something about myself. You're watching the constant battle with my ADHD. And I am not winning. Alright. Couple more tables to go. I already have the alchemy tables there. And just pick up the food. You know what? I wonder. I probably should have done this on earlier ones. Let me pull out my bank real quick. Yes, okay. So all I did there was open my bank, and because I have that food crafted already, as long as it's the uniform one, they're like at the same level, you'll have the same rewards a lot. So you can mass produce the thing that you want to turn in, put it in your bank, and just another insane thing that this add-on does, it'll pull out one of the item that you need for your writ. So if you have things mass produced for potions and food especially, talk to your bank. If you have a banker, it pulls them out and it puts your bank away. So it just does it really quick, pulls them out. Oh, there's a drow wax. That's nice. Yeah, I can't say enough about the add-on. You know, the add-on is fantastic. See, this is a good one. We got 3 different legendary materials there. That's a pretty nice drop. We'll see what the mail does too. FPC, 38,000. That is a pretty good daily writ. And let's check out the mail. Mail is, oh, it's just all right. But yeah, 38,000 so far just for that one. So I'm gonna go to the next character. Here we are on another character. I'm gonna get my good FP reset in there immediately and start doing these writs. Or I will pop my banker out real quick to see if there's anything I can pick up. Nope, not on this one. So yeah, sometimes if you don't have your skills at the same level, maxed out and whatnot, it won't be uniform. Your rewards, or not your rewards, the things you need for your turn-in are going to be different. So my alchemy and my cooking is is different on this character. The cooking is max level because that's easy as hell to get done, but I'm lacking points on some of these characters just because I haven't put the time in to go around and farm more shards and stuff. So it's not the most important thing on my agenda. There's too much on my agenda all the time, and the increase in gold is not that great for those professions. So I'm not in a huge hurry. All right, another half decent one. Let's do the FBC on this now that it's all done being picked up. 26,286 gold. And let's pick up the mail. Bam. There's a good example. It's not the wax, but 2 tempering alloys. I am not upset with it. Okay. So, alright, I'm going to the next character. Okay, here we are on the last character. Let's get through these, and I'm going to do my FP reset. It'll be interesting to see what we get here. And we will keep in mind that I'm going to be missing the male from Feanor, which is ironic because he is by far the character that has the most collected. I've collected a ton of the things in the game. I have all but a few motifs finished, a couple from the Crown Store. I have almost every cooking recipe, and the furniture stuff, there's a ton, but I think I'm somewhere between a third or higher of all the furniture patterns. All the points in, of course, and whatnot. So he gets the best mail and the best rewards usually if you compare it to the others, like doing it over a span of time. So I'll just leave it out though, and you can just assume that it would be bumped up by some amount. It's usually, you know, a few thousand to like 20k or something like that, right? There we go. There's another good one. 2 chromium platings, a tempering alloy. That is not bad. So let's see what this tabulates to. 43,172. And then let's pick up the mail. 2 Kuda as well. Not bad. And various other stuff. Cool. So that will be all of them for today. I'll just post it there. It's whatever. Let's do 42,000 there. And add that on. Okay. So the total that I have right now on my calculator is 214,000 gold. 214,000 gold for doing my daily writs on 9 characters. It took a little longer because I was messing around and trying to tabulate stuff. You can also not have on as many add-ons too if you have low or slow load times. Obviously I'm recording, changes a bit, but you can get your daily writs done in a couple minutes. 2 to like 5 is really pushing it. It really shouldn't take anywhere near that. But if you want to take your time or your load times are a bit long, you can anticipate that. It's not that bad for the gold that you get in return, right? So 214,000 just for what I've done here. And then including the mail, I'm going to put right here. So this will be after I do all of the math that it doesn't tabulate for me. I'll add it here. And this is going to be 1 day example of what you can get doing your daily writs. And it has variance, but it's going to be somewhere in that realm, right? If you're in, I guess it really depends. If you have your characters as maxed out, like level 50 crafters and whatnot, and you're learning some amount of traits and stuff, it's gonna be around there. If you're in the earlier stages on all of your characters, it's gonna be a bit less for sure, notably so. But it might also be more. There's some of you that have a ton of things learned more than I do on a lot of your characters. Some of you guys go really ham, and it's respectable. But yeah, man, I can only do so much. I am but one man. So yeah, I hope this video helped. One thing I wanted to mention before I go is you'll have noticed that I'm getting an item called surveys. Actually, there's one right there on my screen. So I have a blacksmith survey here. I have a ton of them. You get them pretty regularly by doing your daily writs, and that is another thing that drops more often when you have more things learned. I get a lot of surveys, and what happens is you go and you farm a survey. It'll have 6 nodes, and they're all boosted. So you get a ton more of whatever node that it's for at your level. And like the plant ones, sometimes you'll go and you'll walk away with like 20 something columbine if there's like multiple columbine plants there and you have the proper CP in and whatnot in the farming tree, which I know it's not the point of the video, but I'll go there real quick. Master Gatherers for gathering speed, and then Plentiful Harvest here. You have a 10% chance to gain double the yield from normal resource nodes per stage. You definitely want to have that at any point. Just have that on all the time. Because if you're just roaming the world and you pick up a node, I mean, who doesn't want double the rewards? Materials are some of the most pricey things in the game that really add up. So it happens very, very often. And it's 10% per point there. Okay, so it's really, really good. So yeah, anyway, surveys. I got sidetracked a little bit. Surveys are something you should really keep your eye open for and do them when you get... If you're hurting for money, then you want to do them immediately. Just stay on top of them. If you're like me, you'll let them build up because it is a little more efficient, but then you're going to have a nightmare of a time doing like 12 hours of just node farming from surveys going around the world. But the outcome is really sick. I mean, it's millions of gold when you have them save up like that. So it's still worth it. It's not like I'd throw them away. It's a burden in the way that it is a task that I have to get done, but the reward, amazing. So anyway, hope this video helped. I hope it was enlightening in some way or inspires you to get involved with doing writs. Because man, it is worth it. It is part of the thing that helps me fund Ironforge AH and my own hopes and dreams in ESO. So I hope it helps you as well. Hope this video helped. And like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.